Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Adelina, and I'm Director of Communications for World of Women. Um, so today I will not be the one, excuse me, just if you want to talk, if you could do it outside, please, thank you very much. Sorry. So yeah, today I will not be doing the main talking as I have three wonderful panelists with me, which are Cheryl, Afonso, and Vanessa, which are also our community members. So spoiler alert, you will be hearing from World of Women. So the theme is, do you look like your JPEG? Why? So we've been spending more and more time on our online presences, and therefore also on our virtual representations, like what do we want to show to people, what do we want to express, even like, let's say for example on Instagram, what kind of pictures do you want to create from yourself. Really, like we're working on that and building something that we want to show to the world. And what's interesting with NFTs is that with collectibles, we've seen a lot of people using them as profile pictures. So this is why the theme of today, because I want to understand why does someone use a specific profile picture instead of another one? Is it because they think it's cool, because they want to show that they're part of a specific community, or because they feel like they look like their profile picture? But then collectibles are various, and one can ask itself, who looks like, I don't know, a bear, a penguin, or a pickle, for example? Maybe I do, I don't know. So yes, that's our theme today. And before getting to the questions, I wanted to have a little round of introduction. So if you could just say a few words about yourselves, starting by you, Cheryl, it would be perfect.
Thank you, Adelina. So hi, everybody. My name is Cheryl. I am originally from California, USA, but moved here to Portugal over a year ago with my husband and two kids. I think like most people, my exposure into the NFT world, or like the first time I even heard about it, was when Metacoven bought Beeple's artwork pretty much a year ago. And that's when I was like, what is this NFT space? And so at the time, I just didn't have the time to kind of like delve into it. So that started in the summer of last year, kind of started doing my own research, trying to figure out what is this space about. I bought my first NFT in October. I ended up learning about the WoW community, the WoW collection in December, started reading all about that, understanding what that collection was all about, and then bought my OG WoW right after the new year. And I've been rocking that PFP on all my socials ever since.
Hi, my name is Afonso, and I'm originally from Portugal, but I moved to Northern Ireland when I was 9. I discovered NFTs through WoW in July, and it was my first NFT that I bought, and I've been holding it ever since. I absolutely love the collection. I've never sold. I've been diamond hands in it all through the way, and it's been a good ride. It's been fun. I've been learning so much about the space. It's honestly a great community. I absolutely love it. I've got the chance to be here through World of Women, got like a 90% discount. Like, there's so much benefits just by holding WoW that like it pays more to hold than to sell. It's honestly a great community. I think everyone should join.
Hi everybody, my name is Vanessa. I'm from Germany and I live in Frankfurt right now. And I'm also quite new to the NFT space. My boyfriend gifted me an NFT, I think it was last year, 1 year ago, and unfortunately it was not an ape, but it was an NFT he made by himself. And in the NFT space, I'm quite like for 5 months now. That's when I came across World of Women as my first NFT project, and I totally fell in love with the space because I think it's so important. It's a digital opportunity. More women should be there in the space, and I think it's a great world.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being here today with me, because they're benevolent, and so we have this little Discord chat, and I was like, hey, who would like to come on a panel with me? And there were so many people who were willing to do so, and it's amazing. So thank you very much. And for those who doesn't know, WOW is World of Women's acronym. So yeah, now you know if you didn't already. So yeah, let's get started with my questions. First of all, what I wanted to know is when you pick a collectible collection or an NFT in general, but more, let's say more a collectible collection because that's what you usually use as a profile picture. Because we're talking about visual representation, let's get to the visual part of it. And I'm wondering, like, is it really important? Like, is it the main thing, or is there more to that? And Vanessa, maybe you can give us your thoughts about this.
Yeah. Maybe I think the art is very important because it's the first thing you see while coming across the NFT space. You see the NFT as the art, and you see, oh wow, that's cool, that's a great art, and then you look into the project. And I think, therefore, for me personally, the art is not the most important part. I think it's more what stands behind the project. What are the utilities? Who are the founders of the project? What is their mission and vision, and I want to share their goals in life and where do they want to go and the community. And I think that's more important because then I stick with the project, and I think they share the same mission and vision as I do.
To me, I think art is the most important because sometimes you don't even meet the founders. You don't know them. They're just like people with like a Ethereum address or someone you just talk to on Discord. And utility is never comes first because it's only a promise. You get that after. I think that art is the most important because like that's the first thing you see when buying a project. And I absolutely love my WoW. Like it's like the most better looking, better designed everything collection out there at the moment, in my personal opinion. I think that art is like what captivates you, and utility is what makes you stay, for sure. And WoW has really captured both on a great level. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on what Afonso just said, I think it's important to also realize just how fast growing the NFT space has become and why I think art actually matters more now than it may have 6 months ago. Like when I had started going to the NFT space 6 months ago, there were not as many projects as there are now. And so in that time, art may have not been much of a, kind of like the top tier of importance, just because it was more of like, what is the roadmap? What's the utility? Who are the founders? What is their plan? Now with so many projects out there, especially the female PFP projects, to me, art is the first thing that sticks out, especially if it's what's going to be your profile picture, because you want to like what you see. And then once you're able to filter out based on all the artwork that you like, then you can deep down, go into the project, the utility, the manifesto, like what is their plan for this project overall. So I think it's evolved so much in the last year.
I agree. I think that art is awesome because, like, at the end of the day, there's no promises that this NFT project is going to do good, or you might just get rugged the next day. But at least if the art looks nice, at least you have something to look at nice that will like soothing the pain a wee bit. Like it makes it a wee bit less, more bearable. Like it's like I think art is the most important because at least you have a pretty picture to look on your computer at the end of the day. If you get rugged, if everything goes to shit, like.
Yeah, I agree, but it is true that it is complementary because you want a project that like has different aspects that relates to you, and I would like to dive in one of them already, which is a community. So, as you know. I feel like collectible projects are also like, when you like a sports team and then you want to like have your T-shirt from your jersey, your jersey from your sports team and show it off, or like music group or whatever, like show that you're part of a community. And I was wondering if it was the same for you with collectible collections. Like, what do you think about it?
For me personally, I think it's more about the values that the team brings that I want to show, like the JPEG as my profile picture. I don't really see it as a community thing. I think it's more to get follows. WoW follows WoW, cats follow cats. I think to me is what that project represents, and that profile picture represents the values that I share with it as well. I think that's the main thing for me.
Yeah, I think when you share the same values as the project, I think the community has the same values as well, because they chose the project because of the values and mission of the NFT project. And I think why do you want to be part of a community? Because they are like-minded people. They have the same mission in life. They share the same values, and I think that's so great about the NFT space, because you find people who want to be the same person in life, or that they share the same interests. And that's so great about a female project, especially WoW, because the community is very strong. And I think when you look into the Discord, everyone is supporting each other, and everyone has the same interests, and I think that's really great.
Yeah, and I mean, I think just as a species, humans crave belonging, right? Like we want to feel that we belong to something greater than us, and that we are part of this community that's greater than us. And so to me, it's not just about that, but it's also, as a collective whole, what are we doing together? And the fact that WoW has, they give IP to the holders. They have DAWOW, like the new WoW decentralized autonomous organization. These are things that make you really feel like you're not just holding this collection or this picture as like your PFP, but you're part of something bigger. Like, their art drops that they do, the exposure that they give to other artists in the space from all around the world. Kind of what Vanessa was saying about Discord. Before I bought my WoW, I went into Discord as a non-WoW holder because I wanted to get a sense of like how accepting are they to people who are new to the space and still trying to figure it out. And the general chat, the chat area, as soon as anyone asks a question, there's admins, moderators, the other members that are just jumping in right away to like help newbies in this space like figure out what this is all about, And so for me, that like community is so important, because I just feel like, again, as humans, we all just want to be a part of something big. It just gives us that sense of purpose and that satisfaction for living.
To bounce off on that, I agree. Like, I think that all the charities that like WoW helps, like Code Green, Code to Inspire, She's the First. The list goes on and on. Like, it helps everyone. Not only on Discord, but also the community. There's even like mental health group chats on Discord, and like you can just go in there and talk, and then everyone's just like alerting people there's scams, don't click on this, don't click on that, oh I done this, I done that. Everyone's just sharing their thoughts and opinions and always helping each other. Like I think it's awesome. Like the community is great. I think in overall the NFT space the community is great. Like I think everyone's really accepting. There's always that type of people who always only there for the floor price or something, but like I feel like that's like that in real life as well. Like I think some people are like more philanthropic, and like more people just care about the money. I think you get both in the space, and but WoW is really a strong community. I really do.
I have another thought that I just thought of too, is Twitter Spaces. So, if you're on Twitter, active on NFT Twitter, a lot of projects are doing Twitter Spaces where you can hear people part of the group kind of talk and, shill information, provide alpha, whatever it is. I remember early on, I think this was before I bought my WoW, I went on a WoW Twitter Space. And there was, they invite speakers to come and, ask a question. And these speakers are like us. They're nervous and they're shy. And I remember this one girl was like, oh my gosh, like you picked me. I'm so happy. Like, here's my question. And I believe Yam was the one hosting the space. And the way that she welcomed this person into that space to ask that question didn't make her feel bad for asking that question. Again, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to community. You want that warm sort of feeling that like, these people actually care, and it just feels nice. So just wanted to add that about Twitter Spaces, because that's another one where you can really get a sense of the project and the community.
I think Twitter Spaces are probably the worst for that, but WoW do really good work.
I do, because I've been to some Twitter Spaces where it can get pretty harsh, and it can get, some of it can get very frustrating, but to maintain your calm, cool, collective nature and really just kind of like know how to, navigate some of those things, I think is telling.
Yeah, I think that's the special about some projects who have good founders, or SEM, she managed to deal with the Twitter spaces.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important to be a role model in the whole NFT space, because you find projects who you look up to, and you're the role model for them.
And we're actually super happy because we often say that like our community is self-moderating itself and like everyone's so benevolent and like you're just like perfect examples of it. So we're super happy about it. Like, thanks again. So yeah, you were saying that it's also important that like you share some common values and common things with the project that you're choosing. So I was just wondering if your in real life persona and your online persona it's similar, or are you kind of like a little bit different online? Maybe.
Not for me anyway. Like I feel like in every aspect of life, I carry myself the same way. Like I'm always helping out people on Discord. I'm always helping out people on the street that I don't know. I'm always helping out family and friends. I really don't think so. It's really how you want to portray yourself online and how you want to portray yourself in real life. For me, that's the same in both. Like I don't know about you two, but I feel like I carry myself the same way, or hopefully at least I do. I don't know how others perceive me, but at least how I perceive myself is the same online and in real life.
Yeah, I think offline and online can be quite different sometimes. I think it's like personal and business life. I think they can also be, you can be a different person. But for me, it's like Afonso said, I think I want to be the same person because I hope I have the same mission and vision in life, and I want to be that person, and I want to be that online. I think in some places maybe I'm more open because you're that person and not Vanessa. Yeah. So, but I want to be myself online and offline.
I feel like being online is easier, like, because you don't like show your face. You're not like interacting with a human. You're like hidden behind a screen. Like people can take advantage of that, obviously, but you can be more open, like, and free and welcoming and stuff. I feel like that's a wee bit like that as well.
What I was meaning is also, you can decide to show like maybe just a specific aspect of yourself online and keep others like to yourself in real life. And
yeah, I feel like in real life, I don't talk too much about NFT. I feel like the people around me aren't like caught up on that. So online is always a good place to go whenever I want to talk about NFTs, because like I'm in the Twitter spaces, I'm in Discord, and like I'm just all in these group chats and Twitter spaces, and that's all they talk about. So in a way, yeah, I do see myself being different because I talk more about NFTs. But that's because the people in real life don't really know what an NFT is or don't talk about it or something like that. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think both of you brought really excellent points that resonate with me a lot too. I think there's definitely some overlaps in my IRL and Web3 persona, but there's also differences. Kind of what you just said, Afonso. Like in the online world, the guards that you have up, those little fighters that like kind of, make you a little bit more shy or make you a little bit more kind of careful about what you're gonna say because it's the real life world. When you're in the Web3 sort of, the web world, you can be a little bit more authentic and free. So kind of how I see it is, I think that our JPEGs, our images are a reflection of us, but it's also who we aspire to be. It's almost like kind of, they're us, but like what this image represents, it's me, but it has more, aspiration, more kind of this feeling of like, this is what I want to be. I kind of attribute it to when you watch like a favorite movie and you really identify with the character of that movie, right? And you're like, I see myself in her, but like how she's kind of portraying herself out there, I kind of aspire to be that. So I kind of see it, a little bit like that, where it's a reflection of you, but it's also kind of like how you want to show up to the world that it may be hard to do in real life.
Okay, so the JPEG that you choose has to showcase something that you want to represent.
Exactly.
Okay, nice. And I guess it's the same for the two of you. Okay. We talked a lot about values and all the things you want to express and everything. And I wanted to circle back to the beginning, the visual representation. And I was wondering if okay, so you chose a project, you like the art, so you're gonna get one from that project. Are there any specific traits that you especially pick or whatever? And I think it's very funny because all of your free profile pictures have the same hair, which I didn't know prior to picking them as a panelist because maybe I should have checked their profile pics, but I didn't really notice. But they have different outfits, so it's cool.
Well, I minted mine, and I just got like the luck of the draw, I guess. And I got the pink hair, and it really resonated with me. Really, there's not specific traits. I usually don't buy on the secondary market. I usually mint a project, really, because I want to have that chance of getting a rare one. And like, I just got that one, and like, the wee number was 2024, like, and I was born on 24th of August 2000, so it was like 2024, and I was like it was like resonated with me because like it felt like it was destined to be mine or something. I know that's really weird to say, but it's not even rare, but I love it. Like it's me, like it is just me. I feel like that with every project that I mint though, like whenever I press it at that time, whatever one I get, it's like a part of me for some reason. I don't know if that's weird to say, but I really do feel like that.
So I wasn't so lucky. I bought it on secondary market, but I really love her because she's so powerful, joyful, and I think she empowers everything I stand for. So yeah, I don't have pink hair, so I'm not.
She does have a shirt with patterns, just
yeah,
like your.
yeah. Maybe I should change my hair color, but yeah.
Yeah, I also bought mine off of secondary, and I didn't buy mine at the floor price, so I actually looked at traits to see what really resonated for me. And so for me, I wanted this particular skin tone. Yes, I don't have pink hair, but pink hair is so cool. Like, who wouldn't want pink hair?
I think the pink suit's kind of...
Yeah.
By the way, really appreciated the effort for the...
This outfit of the one shoulder, when I was in my young prime years, I would wear a lot of outfits like that. So, you know, there was something about this picture that really, when I saw it, I was like, this looks like me. I feel like this could be me. And it became a family affair. Like, I had like kind of five ones that I was looking at, and then my daughters were like kind of looking at it with me, and we're like, Mommy, I think this one really looks like you. This one looks like you. It just kind of became this sort of family affair, and we all landed on her, and I just love her. And I love the yellow eyes to me, like the sunshine, kind of like looking straight on. These were things, like I really wanted eyes that was looking straight at the person, or straight in the face, because for a PFP, that was a trait that I was interested in having, like someone that's just looking straight on. So I definitely looked at traits. Traits mattered when I picked mine, only because I knew it was going to be on all my socials as soon as I bought it.
Do you look at like the rarity, like on rarity tools and rarity ranks? Do you look at a rarity of a WoW or any other project before buying it, or do you put like on OpenSea, I want this trait, and does the rarity matter, or does like just the visual aspect of it?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And I would say for this project, when I had the 5 that I kind of narrowed it down to, I did look at the rarity tools. They were all around the same. So I wouldn't say it was, for this particular one, a factor. For other NFT projects, depending on what I am buying that for, is it for an investment? Am I wanting to flip it quickly? Yes, I will look at rarity and I'll see, okay, what is the rarity? Could I sell this, down the road because of its rarity? For this project, I looked at it, but it didn't end up being kind of a factor. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because if it's going to be your profile picture, you want it to be visually pleasing to yourself.
What about yourself?
I for now I want to be part of a new project, so I want to like be there like with you with WoW. So then the NFT is just reveal themselves. But for me, it's not that important to have a rare. I think I want to be part of the project, and then I want to be part of the community, and then I stick to the project. So.
And I know you really like your World of Women Galaxy, which is our second collection. So are you gonna maybe change or
maybe down the road? We'll see. And I think one of the things we'll talk about soon too is the emotional attachment. And so maybe we'll just jump into that because
because
I feel it's a good segue.
Yeah, because so before doing this panel, we did go through the different questions, and when you were talking about your profile pictures, like you seem quite attached to it. So I was wondering if you were actually emotionally attached to your
I
profile
definitely
pics.
am. Like I have like the least rare swallow you could probably get. But like there's been times that it's been up to like 3th floor, and then I was like, this is the top for now, and then it went back down to 1, and I could have got 3, but like it just wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be mine. Like I probably could, but I didn't want to sell it because it was mine. It's like a part of me. Like it'd be like selling a part of my soul. Like it's so weird to say that, but I really am just emotionally attached to it. Like it's not rare, and like the offers that I've had from the start up until now, it's been like life-changing money. Like it'd be like what I make in a year salary, but like I'm just so emotionally attached to it that I just can't let go of it yet. Like I feel like this is something that I want to pass down to like my family. Like this is something that it's like a legacy. It's like a family heirloom almost. Like in the future, like it's something that like I want to pass because it was a part of me at one stage. You know, I feel like that's like really important to me.
That's really cute. I think for me, I'm more emotionally attached to the WoW Galaxy. I don't know why, because maybe you gifted it to me because I think that's so nice and that's so great, and I love her. So we should have put it there as
Maybe
well.
we should have updated the slide.
So I think it's always emotional because either you are at the beginning of the project and you grow with them, or you have the same values and you have like-minded people. So I think it's always emotional.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what we talked about with this PFP being your online representation. It's almost kind of like you automatically get this emotional attachment because you're like, well, that's how everybody out there sees me. If I change it, are they going to know who I am? But I think as you evolve and as I'm learning, yes, she's my girl. She's going to be my PFP. I don't think I'm going to change it to my WoW G. I love my WoW G, but this is the OG, and I just love her. But the emotional attachment is real. But it's also, I feel like we're sensible. There's some sensibility there too. Like if I wanted to change it, or if there was a really great sort of opportunity to sell her, down the road, I think you kind of just look at all the different parts at that point and then decide. But it's hard to let go of this because it's your representation to the outside world.
And you're right, because sometimes there are people who will like change their profile pictures, and personally I'm like completely lost. I'm like, wait, he had like a blue thingy and now who are you?
Exactly. You kind of identify a Twitter handle or a Discord name by that picture. And so I'm always like, well, if I change it, yeah, but I have a lot of other NFTs, and I don't have the same emotional attachment that I do with those that I have with this one. And I think it's because what we're talking about, like it's our JPEG. That's
also being my first JPEG that I got, or NFT. I feel like that has a big sense of like personal attachment to it. It's like your first. It's like your first kiss. It's like everything. Your first. You just hold on to that dear memory. It's like I think it's really meaningful. Like just being my first one as well.
Yeah, me too. So many people approach me and say, "Oh wow, it's a wow," and it's a wow picture. So I think it's beautiful.
Okay, and to our final question. So, reminder, Cheryl, Afonso, and Vanessa, we're all in the same order as our profile pics. Do you think that you look like your profile picture? And feel free to elaborate on that, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think I do. Kind of what I was explaining before. The skin tone, the hair color, and the eye color I don't have if you're looking, physically, but they represent who I am. And so, short answer, yes.
I can't really say that I look like a woman, especially a black one. That'd be very offensive. But as I've said before, I think the personal attachment to it, like I see myself as that. Like I love the pink hair. Like it's like something I probably do on like a night out or something. Just dye my hair pink or something. As you can see, I kind of love pink. But like I can't say that I look like it. But in a way, it resonates with me. Like it's like a part of me in a way. Like every aspect of it is just, it's simplistic, but it's me. It really is.
So I don't look like her at all. So
you do a wee bit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the short hair. I'm a little bit jealous about your earrings. So, but I think she's really happy or joyful and colorful, and that's me. So I want to be like positive and powerful, and I think that's and she shares the same value. So
Yeah, I will answer the question too, even though if no one asked me.
what about you, Adelina?
Oh, thank you. No, but I kind of feel the same way as you did. Like I don't have a rainbow,
Skin color.
but yeah, I'm a rainbow, so I guess yes. But yeah, because of what it represents, and also because I think she looks really cool and badass.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of identify as well. So that's it for questions. Thank you very much for taking the time to
an honor. Thank you.
answering
For having us.
Thank you for
all
inviting
of them, and thank you everyone for listening and tuning here. I don't know if you can say that during a panel, but I just did. So yes, enjoy your day at NFC.